my name is Dimpiana and I will present our movie review which is entitled The Internship. So, The Internship is a 2013 American comedy film directed by Sean Levy and starred by Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. This movie is about Billy and Nick found themselves out of work after their company closes due to new digital era. Then they decide to work at Google and become newly laid off salesmen who compete against much more younger and more technically proficient applicants. Fortunately, both Billy and Nick are able to get into the internship program in the fraud way. Most of the internship looks down on Billy and Nick, so they end up partner with the rest of the misfit. How does the movie make me feel is personally I think the internship is a good movie, especially for university students. The storyline, the characters are incredible because it portrays the different perspective and uniqueness of each character, and their character combination makes the movie even better and eye-catching. It also taught and show us valuable lesson in life to viewers. What I can get from this movie is just a number because gaining new experience in life is what really matters. Also, how we deal with the experience because it can be good or bad. We should never give up. The first one is lack of team spirit and bond. Every LAL team members have different characters which make it hard to create bond with each other. Due to this issue, they lost a lot of challenge. They clearly looked down upon Billy and Nick because the age and knowledge gap between them. Because the internship program was held temporary, there is no trust and cooperation needed. During the last challenge, they are in hard time and almost give up since it is the hardest challenge that decide whether they get a job at Google. Moreover, various challenges and tasks given that needed to be completed faster and they do not have time to bond. The second one is like communication between LAL team. We could see this issue arise when they barely know each other and had to play a quick game as a team. Without any communication, their team lost the game. This problem occurs again when they need to create new app for the challenge. Billy does not follow the development of modern technology and suggests ideas that already exist. Stuart, Neha, and Yo-Yo immediately reject without listening first, and Nick also agree with that outdated idea without knowing anything. Due to the communication issue, social laughing start as three of them start saw Billy and Nick as useless during the internship program and treat them both with disrespect. The third one is lack of leadership quality. Lau as leader seems struggle to maintain and control his team. He hesitates and doubt about his member ability. When conflict occurs, he seems step up himself out of the conflict instead of resolve it together. Not only that, lack of leadership quality in Lau can be clearly seen when he got his team through every challenge. He lost his confidence, which one of the most important quality a leader should have. He should grab this opportunity and improve himself. Lastly is a work-related stress issue. The first issue is when Billy and Nick found themselves jobless, they lost their income and are anxious to find new job that suits their skills and ability. Second issue is app creating challenge due to lack ideas, creativity and innovative thought. They are pressures and stressed out about inventing new apps to win the challenge.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Daniel Azman. For my part, I will be explaining about what is the message of the movie. The first message is be open to learning and always learn from your mistake. In organization, learning is one of the important aspects. As can be seen throughout the movie, it's all about learning process. How Billy and Nick continue to learn new skill with other teammates, learn from Billy and Nick about real life. The other scene when character Billy make a mistake in a team challenge, which impact on the rest of the team, this is great lesson where he acknowledge the mistake, apologize, and move on to the next challenge. If we are learning, if you are in a learning environment, we are not expected to know everything straight away. The lesson is we learn how to acknowledge a mistake gracefully, reflect on what went wrong, and make sure not to repeat again. The second message is working with people should not be seen as a problem. Trust your team. Oftentimes, interacting with people can be extremely tiring, especially if you don't like your team members. What the movie taught us is the value of teamwork. As can be seen from the movie, 40-year-old Billy and Nick can't relate to their younger teammates during their training challenge, and the teammate don't trust them As a result, they fail the first challenge. After that, all of them go into the experience with little technical knowledge and open themselves to learning from one another, and they pass the test. The lesson is the lesson here is to take the time to get know your teammates and learn from each other. Each person has different qualities, and if all the members know each other well, it will enable the team to eventually function efficiently. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Elman Zulhaikal bin Hassani. The third message from this movie is that the organization must be accordance to the current day. This shows in the movie where Billy and Nick previous job, in which because of the inability of the company to adapt its product to the current technology, the company has faced bankruptcy. Change in an organization lead to many positive aspects that lead to retaining a competitive edge and also remaining relevant in your business. Change encourage innovation, develop skills, develop staff, and lead to better business opportunities and improve staff morale. So, the organization must be adapt to changes as part of the continuous improvement in order for the company to stay relevant. The last message from this movie is that the manager or the higher officer must be a leader, not a boss. In this movie, the mattress store manager is threatening Nick to becoming the road pole if he's slacking off, and even threatening him of not taking him back if he quit. The simple annotation from George E. M. Kelly. Remember the difference between boss and leader. A boss say go, but a leader say let's go. Good leader is very important in a firm as it is lead to higher performance by the team members. It improves motivation and the morale within its members and help respond to changes. A bad leader can lead to high turnover of employees, i.e., the number of people that quit jobs. This will cause the organization to incur recruitment costs and loss of talented employees.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To our lecturers, Sir Muhammad Fadilah Sabran. My name is Siti Hazimah Yasmin binti Bahauddin and I will be answering question D. Alright, so the problem stated earlier by my fellow groupmate was about lack of teams or lack of team spirit or bond. I would like to relate the situations with what we have learned in chapter 7, team. The suggested resolutions is by using the team effectiveness model. This model simplifies ways to understand how a group of people working together can accomplish their shared goals. So firstly, organizational and team environment. It is a process where we start with what promotes confidence, clarity, and a commitment in a team. For example, rewards, communications, organizational structure, and leadership, as well as physical space. Secondly, team design. In order to be in a harmonized working environment, we have to apply this approach. It includes such factors as whether a team has a clear and engaging directions, which are the team members have the authority to manage their works and their performance goals set for the team. Next, the team processes. It refers to the task characteristics, team size, and compositions used to resolve their task demands and achieve collective goals. Last but not least, team effectiveness. It is the capacity of a group of people, usually with the complementary skills, to work together to accomplish tasks, satisfy member needs, and maintain team survival. In conclusions, this team effectiveness model helps to avoid social loafing between Stuarts, Neha, and Yo-Yo Santos towards Billy and Nick. Alright, moving forward to the next suggestion, I would like to relate the problem regarding the lack of communications in this movie with what we have learned in chapter 8, communications. In my opinion, the correct way to handle these problems is by choosing the best communication channel. The most appropriate communications medium partly depends on its social acceptance and media richness. Social acceptance refers to how well the communications medium is approved and supported by the organizations, team, and individuals. This contingency includes organizations and team norms, individuals' preference for specific communication channels, and the symbolic meaning of a channel. A communications medium should also be chosen for its data-carrying capacity, which is known as media richness. Non-routine and ambiguous situations require rich media. This particularly occurs where users can multi-communicate and have high proficiency with that technology. For example, in this movie, the problem occurred when the B's idea did not get through their group members. If the situation is vital, irregular, and ambiguous, they should meet face to face. But if the situation is non-crucial, routine, and clear, they should just simply email or text information out to the people. In order to choose the best channel, each one of them should sit down and sort things out together as a team so that the persuasion is more effective. I think that is all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syahdatul Amirah binti Syahaimin, and today I will be presenting about suggestions in minimizing the issues or problems that occur in the movie based on the topic that I have learned in this course. My first point is related to Chapter 10, Leadership. In Chapter 10, we have learned about 8 leadership competencies. The first one is personality. A leader must have the personality of someone who loves to enjoy and seeks out social interaction. The second point is self-concept. A leader needs to have a positive self-evaluation, high self-esteem, and self-efficacy and internal locus of control. The third point is drive. A leader must have inner motivation in themselves to pursue goals and action-oriented. The fourth point is truthfulness and being consistent in his or her words and actions. The fifth point is leadership motivation. A leader must acquire high need for socialized power to achieve organizational goals. The sixth point is the knowledge of business. It is important for a leader to understand external environment and aids intuitive decision making. The seventh point is cognitive or practical intelligence. A leader must be able to solve real-world problems. The last point, point number 8, is emotional intelligence. A stable emotion is important for a leader to understand and assimilate and to perceive. My second point is related to Chapter 6, Work-Related Stress Issues. In this chapter, we have learned about managing work-related stress. Number 1 is remove the stressor. It is very important to provide environment that supports empowerment and work-life balance, such as flexible working time, maternity leave, and personal leave. Number 2 is withdraw from the stressor. It is essential to withdraw from the stressor to manage stress. One of the examples to withdraw from the stressor is permanent withdrawal, such as remove employees from jobs not aligned with their competencies, such as relocate or transfer. Number 3 is change stress perceptions. The way we engage with stress is very important. We need to have a positive self-concept towards it. Number 4 is control stress consequences. We need to take care of ourselves physically and mentally and to adopt a more healthy lifestyle, fitness, and go to counseling service. Number 5 is receive social support. We can ask for help and find someone we can trust, such as coworkers, supervisors, and friends to tell our problems. That is all from us. Thank you.